Alright then, higher order components. We've already seen one of them in the last video called with router, but what exactly are they? Well, essentially they're functions which wrap other components and give them superpowers, or rather extra features. So we'll have our component, for example the navbar.js, we pass it into a higher order component, and that higher order component adds functionality to this component so that it comes out supercharged with different features. So in the previous video we saw that the higher order component was called with router, and what that did was add props to the props object in the navbar component so that we can have information about the router inside this component. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about higher order components, but I thought in this video we would make a simple custom one of our own so you can see the basics of how they work, and if you want to explore further you can do. Alright then, so we're going to create a simple higher order component. So let's create a new folder, and I'm going to call this HOC for higher order component, and inside that a new file called rainbow.js. So the idea here is that we're going to create a higher order component that is going to randomize the text color inside another component, right? So first of all, we need to import React from React. Now then, the higher order component is essentially just going to be a function, and I'll call this rainbow, and it's a function like that. Now inside here, as a parameter, we can take the wrapped component. So you know before when we use the with router higher order component, we wrapped this component. So when we wrap something like that, we receive the wrapped component right here. Okay, so if we were to use this rainbow on another one of these components, for example this, then we'd receive the about component as a parameter right here. That would be the wrapped component. And we're going to return that later on because essentially we want to return a supercharged component. So before we do that, I want to just get a random color or a class which represents a random color so that it can be styled that way. So what I'll do is create a constant, and this is called colors, and I'll set that equal to an array with a few different colors in. So I'll do red, I'll do pink, I'll do orange, I'll do blue, running out of colors, I'll do green, and then I'll also do yellow. Alright, so we have our array now right here, and I want to randomize which one of these that we choose. So to do that, what I'm going to do is create a new const called random color, and I'll set that equal to colors like so, and then array notation. So we want this right here to be a random integer between 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0 and 5, because there's 6 elements, right? So to do that, what we can say is math.random. This gets us a random number between 0 and 1, and then we can times it by 5 to get us a random number between 0 and 5. And then what we want to do, because this is going to have decimals, we want to floor that, so it's literally just going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So we can say math.floor to do this, and then pass in brackets the random number. So now this is going to be a random integer between 0 and 5 so that we can select one of these random colors. Okay, so we have that now, the random color stored there. Now, when we apply a materialized CSS class to change the color, it's always the color name and then hyphen text. So something like this, red hyphen text, or blue hyphen text. So we want to make the class name based on this random color. So we'll say const and then class name is equal to the random color plus hyphen text. So we're concatenating the random color that we have with hyphen text to get that CSS class. Now remember, we have to return the wrapped component at the end of the day, supercharged. So we'll do that now. So we'll return a function, and this function takes in the props which would have been passed into this component, right? So if this component received any props, then they would be passed in here as well. So this function needs to return some JSX, And that JSX could just be the wrap component, or we can surround that wrap component with other JSX. So I'll do that. I'll do a div first of all, and then this is going to have a class name equal to something dynamic, so curly braces, class name, which is this thing right here, the random color class. Okay, so we're applying this class to this div, which is then going to surround the wrapped component. So let's pass that wrapped component in here, like so. Okay, so hopefully when we return this now, it's going to return this component, but there's going to be an extra div around this stuff, and that div is going to have a class name of red text or pink text, etc. So hopefully it will color the text of that component. Make sense? All right then, so what about these props? Well, imagine this received props right here. Well, in order to access them and use them inside this component and take them in here, then we need to pass them into this component right here. Now, the way we do that is just by using curly braces and then the spread operator props, and that is going to pass the props into this component again, okay? So then we need to export this higher order component. So export default rainbow, like so. Save that, and now we can import it into another file. So I'll import it here. We'll say import rainbow from, and it's going to be from // to come out of the components folder. Then we want to go into the HOC folder. Then we want the rainbow file. All right, so now we have that imported. We can go ahead and use it down here. Rainbow, we surround the component, we wrap it in that function, save it, and then if we check this out in the browser, and we can see this is random text now, I'm going to refresh random. Refresh random, okay? So there we go, we've created now a higher order component which is giving the text a random color each time, and all there is to it is to create a function right here. We're taking the wrapped component, we can do something in here, we return the original component and extra stuff if we want to, we export it, and then we use it on the component itself. Now, this is just scratching the surface when it comes to higher order components. I would advise you to read more about them if you want to. There's more about them on the official documentation. So I'll leave the link to those down below.